Hi, friends. So last night, early morning, I woke up to a very loud, thunderous sound, so loud that it even startled our dog Porter. He began to bark furiously, and as I laid in bed, now wide awake, a little frightened, listening to that massive sound right outside my window, I thought to myself, wow, how powerful and almighty is our God, that his voice can be heard throughout the valley, proving to us that he rules this earth. This also reminded me of when Allah goes to Job in Job's most utter despair, encouraging him and reminding him just how vast God is. Now, Job had a few other friends that were more toxic to him than being encouragers and speaking truth in his life. So Allah steps in and reminds Job of that, and in Job 37 verse 2 through 5, he says, "Listen, listen to the roar of his voice, to the rumbling that comes from his mouth. He unleashes his lightning beneath the whole heaven and sends it to the ends of the earth. After that comes the sound of his roar. He thunders with his majestic voice. When his voice resounds, he holds nothing back. God's voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding." Now, shortly after that, God speaks to Job in this thunderous voice and reminds Job as well just who he is. Now, you can imagine how Job was feeling, probably ashamed for having any thoughts against that or otherwise, and probably feeling really small. Now, there's a lot more to that story that I won't spoil, but I also thought to myself, what a blessing it is to have Allahu in Job's life, to have that person be the stronghold and to speak truth into his life when his other friends failed to do so. And I wonder for you, do you have that someone in your life that encourages you and reminds you how wonderful God is and how much he loves you when you're feeling low or feeling sad or hopeless? Do you have that person in your life? If you don't, I encourage you to ask God to reveal that person. Send that person your way, because we all could use that person next to us to motivate us and just remind us of how much God loves us. When maybe in that moment of despair we're feeling and thinking otherwise. So that's going to be my prayer to you all. I pray that God reveals that person to you. If you haven't read Job, or if you haven't read it in a long time, I encourage you to go back and do so. It's a great story, and I think you'll enjoy it. That's it for now. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day and week, and until next time, take care.